Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are here. How to read people and get ahead. Let's just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Can you imagine if you could just read people? You wouldn't have to spend all of that time scratching your head, thinking what this person is like. What are their true intentions? Okay, you would just know instantly. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? I got a question from someone asking how to read people, and that's a fantastic question. Let me share with you what's helped me along my journey. You see, I realized a long time ago that I didn't want to be someone scratching my head. I wanted to know what other people were going through. And naturally, I'm an empath, so it comes easy. But I've realized that you can actually learn how to read people. So I'm going to share with you how to do it. Let's talk about the science. Ziv Williams, an associate professor of Harvard Medical School, what did he find out? That primates have mind-reading neurons. Okay, they can anticipate others' intentions and their actions. So reading people is something which is inbuilt in all human beings on the planet. We can all do it and we all have access to it. It's just that a lot of us have forgotten how to do it because we're too busy on our phone. Okay, what about Professor Mehrabian? Professor Mehrabian, okay, who found out that communication, only 7% is actually verbal. 93% is non-verbal. 55% body language. 38% the voice, the tone of your voice. So, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? No. Because you're not paying attention to the words. You are paying attention to the energy behind the words. Slow motion this side. So let me share with you how I learned how to read people. It starts with words. Pay very close attention to the words people use to describe how they feel. When someone tells me, "Ralph, I've had an awful day," I believe them. Okay? Because they said it. Words were invented to describe someone's feelings, what they're going through. I'm so happy. I'm so sad. Words are vibrations. So if you really want to learn how to read people, listen to the words they use. Or you could just ask them. You can just ask them. Just ask them. How are you? I'm fine. Fearful, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. I've never seen a fine person in my life. Okay? I don't ask people, how are you? I ask them, how are you feeling? I'm fine. I didn't ask that. I said, how are you feeling? Oh, well, I feel a bit confused right now. Why? That's all you gotta ask after that. Why? Then they start talking a bit more. Okay, that's how to read people. If you learn how to ask the right question, they will give you an answer that will be very different from, "I'm fine. Ouch, a crocodile is biting my arm off." Okay? It starts like this. If you could just realize for 1 second that bold questions are everything when it comes to reading people. What happened to you last summer? Well, okay, now we're getting somewhere. People will tell you. They will open up to you if you know how to engage them with the right questions. What kind of energy do you get when you are around these people? If you are around someone, trust the vibes. They don't lie. Sometimes we get a really weird feeling in our stomach. It's not butterflies this time. It's like really weird. Okay? Trust that intuition. Trust that vibe. What are you picking up from this person? 7-day vegan challenge. When I used to eat a lot of processed junk food, I realized that my energy was very low vibrational. When I became a vegan, been a vegan for over 13 years, eating more plant-based foods, I had more energy, okay? And I was also giving off better energy because what was in me was a lot of apricots, dates, and watercress, okay? So if you really want to read people, see what their diet is. What are they consuming? Because whatever you are consuming, you are becoming. You are what you eat. Every 35 days, your body makes new cells from the foods you eat. So body language is everything in reading people. And body language reveals someone's emotions because the body never lies. They might, but the body won't, right? The great psychologist Amy Cuddy talks about high power poses and low power poses. When you are really confident, you're like this. Yeah, I'm so confident. What do you get from that? I'm just like here, right? If I'm like this, which I used to be, like that, which I used to be along my early journey, I had no confidence. That's a low power pose. So high power poses is when you are full of confidence. Your shoulders are relaxed. Your head is upright. Your neck is also upright. What's happening? The cortisol levels, the stress hormone, is decreasing and the testosterone levels are increasing. So if you want to read people, look at their posture. How are they sitting on that chair? Are they all slouched over it? Or are they sitting in an upright position with their spine straight? How are they standing up? Right? What are they doing with their hands right now? All of these are clues to what this person is feeling emotionally. Let their muscles reveal to you their innermost secrets. A lot of people, when they have a lot of anxiety, what happens? They start biting their nails. That's how to read people. See if they're biting their nails or not, okay? When someone is very calm, you often see that they have this posture which is very inviting. When someone is a bit anxious, they kind of back away from you a bit. In fact, they just run away, okay? If you really want to read someone and get ahead, which is so valuable in every area of your life, become more intimate with them. Fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, people in love, what happens? They can read each other a lot better than strangers can read them, right? Because when you become more intimate with someone, you will read that person a lot better because you are getting more personal. They are showing you subtle behaviors which most people have no idea about. Why do they do that, Ralph? Nobody knows. Okay, so I learned along my journey that, look, it starts like this. Get to know people beyond just the mask which so many of us wear in our society, right? If you really want to read people, become friends with them. Go out with them, right? Make sure they're your mom or your dad, okay? The more personal and intimate you get with someone, the more chances you will have to read them a lot better. If you just have no connection to anybody, it's going to be very hard to read that person because you don't really know how they can behave over a prolonged period of time. The eyes give away so much. To read people, if someone's eyes are dilating, I've just won the lottery. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Or constricting, squinting. I don't know if I should trust you or not. You look a bit shady, right? So the eyes give away so much. The eyes are the windows to the soul. When someone is in love, their eyes often dilate. When someone is really interested, their eyes often dilate. When someone wants to end a conversation, they often look away with their eyes, or they don't even face you. People who often look you in the eyes are very interested in you. Okay, so you got to look for the eyes, the eye giveaways, right? And the voice giveaways, like what is their tone of voice like? A lot of people say, I'm happy. Whoa, are you sure about that? Okay, the tone of voice is everything. And that's why if you can learn how to become more receptive to listen to not just the words, but the energy behind the words, the tone of voice, that will help you read people. A lot of people who are very busy will say things like, I'm great, I'm amazing, I'm doing so good right now. Whoa, you look like you're just about to have a panic attack, and we ain't even had breakfast yet. So the tone of the voice is very hard to conceal. So in reading people, listen to the tone of voice. If someone is very relaxed, they tend to speak a lot slower than someone who is very anxious and in a rush. They speak a lot faster. Okay, so the voice will tell you a lot about someone's emotional state. The silent giveaway. Okay. Silence sometimes speaks louder than words. And I've realized this along my journey. If I'm around someone, if I really want to read that person, I say, don't speak. Don't speak. Let's just feel each other right now. Let's feel this invisible vibe. What am I picking up? Oh my gosh, I should run away right now. Oh my gosh, I should stay right now because the silence feels so good. People who are in love or who are rising in love, they will tell you that they can be with each other and not even say a word and still feel at peace. Slow motion this side. Because they are reading each other. They are reading each other without even words. So silence is a great way to read someone because it allows you to tune in to things you can't hear. And nobody can fake and try and conceal. Many times when it comes to really reading people, you got to look at generational differences, okay? You got the millennials, you got the baby boomers, right? When you talk about reading someone, you got to see where someone is coming from, okay? It's also what I call the generation gap. So if someone is born in 1990 and someone is born in 1945, they have, once again, a different level of programming. So you can start to see where they are coming from based on when they were born, what the trends were like when they were born, when they were growing up, okay? So in reading people, you got to take in all of that. You got to take that into consideration. Their background, right? What happened to them at 5 years old? Who took their candy away from them? Who took their acai bowl away from them at 8 years old? Right? You got to know these things to read people. Everybody has a long story, and they're only showing you a page. There's more to them. When we talk of reading people, realize that the art of reading people comes with the art of knowing yourself. It's what we call the mirroring technique. So how I love to read people is I'm an intuitive empath. I can just pick up what other people are going through naturally. So if you put yourself in someone's shoes, that's why I always say being an empath is a gift. Being an empath is a gift. So being an empath is a gift. I get it, Ralph. Okay. If you put yourself in someone else's shoes, you are now entering the mirroring technique. You're now performing it because you're like, okay, I'm feeling what they've gone through. I'm embodying it. Now I can relate to what they're going through right now because I am embodying it. And that's a great way to read people, by putting yourself in their shoes. So there you have it, how to read people and get ahead. And once you do all of those things, you'll just say, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? And there you have it. We're just, woo, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Have a beautiful day. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace. You.